DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Open man downfield is Lamb, it's complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got. Gain of 2. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something that lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
They'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Brandon, guys do whatever it takes to have fresh legs late in the season nowadays, don't they? How about him last week? Week 16, NFC Player of the Week for his performance.
Probably means a little bit more to him later in the year, doesn't it? Because of what you just said, the fatigue for a running back throughout the season.
Shows the off-season training and the endurance that he created in order to have that type of a game this late in the season.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you throw your quarterback? Make sure you see your guys open before you deliver.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. That will have set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Banks. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Here we go. Shot, 17.
Operating from the gun. Banks. And this one is incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Right side complete. That's Woods. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Sly now to kick off as he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little, but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now, back out on the field, put together a good drive and get some points of their own.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Let's go now.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yards.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Israel Abanikanda, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Commanders 10, Cowboys 0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, son.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Fields throw caught by Gray. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Fields. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fields. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And finally down he goes. as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Right side, and he finds Gray. And he is out of bounds here. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, Banks. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Off play action, Fields. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a first down.
11.
Fields now to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. To throw is Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Let's go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Banks being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Banks. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Black Ultra. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, Banks. And he's going to go down again. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Washington going to send out their punter.
And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. It's taken to the 26.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half is theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go down the field and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
On play action, Fields.
He'll buy some time right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
Commanders 26, Cowboys 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again.
Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Fields.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A big loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
You got a punch right. All right. Sit all right.
3rd and long. It's Fields.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 29, here's the 2nd down and 4.
Ready?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Now this throw caught left side, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Blue striker.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Osa Odighizuwa
has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
3 quarters have come and gone. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Fields. Able to hit his target, Lamb.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
Now it's Fields.
Flushed out right.
Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Again, Fields. That is caught by Lamb.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
A shotgun snap. Fields.
10-yard line.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
C.D. Lamb.
With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set, ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields.
Left side to Lamb.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
On the double.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready, ready. Hey, green. Hut, hut.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Black shot. Set.
Quickly completed to the right flat. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Hey, hey, blue. You, yellow. Ready.
On 4th down, Banks. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. He'll take this to the 46. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here we go.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Fields. Little short pass here to Hill. And he's got this down to the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. All eyes on Fields. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chase Young in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Here's Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
That's going deep for Bateman. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And 3 timeouts. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they're running what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Extend. Sit high. Go.
Back to throw. Fields. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical execution.
executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
An extra point by Sly is up and good,
and that will make this a 4-point game.
Cowboys 29.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated.